Welcome to Riding Japan, doing another video on a mod upgrade on my BMW F800 ST. Today I want to show you what I did to my foot pegs. And this is a foot peg lowering kit from Suburban machinery. These are the parts that you get in the shipment. There's one for the left and one for the right side, and that little thing on the top there is the shifter extender that goes between the shifter and the little clutch bed on your bike. So let's get started. First of all, we need to take the shifter off, and unfortunately I didn't have the proper tools. Now we want to take the shifter itself off. Here you can see what the shifter and the shifter extender actually looks like. The piece on the bottom is the one that goes onto the clutch. So we take it apart here at the screw bit and we use that little part that came with the shipment. I actually had to take the whole thing apart 3 times to get it properly adjusted. Here you can see how it's going to work. What we're going to do is take off the foot peg, which is actually quite easy. Much easier than it looks here. Now when you put the part from Suburban machinery onto the bike, make sure that you use the original bolt on the top and the new bolt that came with it on the bottom, because the new bolt is a bit longer. You need to be 100% sure what kind of model bike you have, because they are making 3 different foot peg lowering kits, because BMW moved the position of the screw of the shifter over time. The next thing we're going to do is put the shifter back, and to be honest with you, this is the first time I put it on, but I had to take it off twice more just to make sure the shifter was adjusted properly and was suiting my riding position. Make sure you tighten up all the screws. You might want to use some thread lock. To put the bolt back in with the spring for the foot peg is a bit tricky business, so I want to give you a little hint. Let's have a closer look. You can see I put the bolt in just about the 1st centimeter, and you can still see the gap to the next hole. The next thing we're going to do is place the spring in there, and you push the spring just enough forward so that the bolt can go through the hole. There's a lot of tension on the spring, so this is not very easy. So let's give it the German treatment. Just make sure you securely fasten all the bolts on the bottom, and we are done. Now I understand that many of my subscribers are not actually riding the same bike that I am, but I think this video is still interesting for you guys, because you should actually consider lowering the pegs if you can, or if you are a tall rider. The foot pegs on this bike are actually quite high, and I was surprised how my knees would actually hurt over time. Once I lowered the foot pegs, I feel a lot more comfortable on the bike. So here's a final look. This is about 2 months after I originally placed the foot peg lowering kit on the bike. For the right side assembly, it's basically the same thing one more time. There's just one major difference. The brake pedal itself cannot be changed, or let me say, it cannot be changed in a conventional method. The lowering kit will just lower the foot peg. It will not move the brake at all. And I felt a little uncomfortable. I had to lift my foot off the pack in order to reach the pedal, and I didn't like that at all. There is this little pin on the bottom next to the brake pedal that actually touches a kind of switch. The brake light is off unless you hit the pedal, and I thought that the switch was basically pressed when you hit the pedal, but it's the other way around. Here you can see the adjusted version of the brake. I put a little screw in and a bunch of washers that deploys that little switch. And then I shortened the little black metal rod on the back of the brake so the pedal could be further down, and it worked miraculously well.